What it is, world, man. World's best host, yours truly, E.T., man. We are locked inside of the galaxy, Mr. Afternoons right now. First of all, let me just salute this woman and give her a proper introduction. I like to give proper introductions before people talk. So let me tell you about this woman, right? Not only has she been an amazing songwriter for other people, so she's given other hits to people to make them better, right? Before she got her fame. She's beautiful. She's spiritual. She's from NoCal, which is, I'm a Cali kid, so, I got to show her some love. Then, on top of all of that, she knows how to dance. She sings very well. And she's presented herself today very beautiful with her gorgeous, healthy stomach out. Please announce yourself to the world.
Hey, it's your girl, Victoria Monet.
How's that intro? Is that pretty good for you?
That was lovely. I'm
Wasn't
blushing.
That great?
Yes, thank you. I would like you to come everywhere with me and just introduce me to people.
Just introduce you, like when you walk in the building, like, before I get in here, Eassy's got some things to say real quick.
I love it.
Sacktown.
Yes.
You know what's really important to me is that I try to educate artists on, don't look at the moment of what you're not getting of your desire,
right?
But realize that your desire is coming through the moments you don't like.
That's facts.
When you're writing for people and it's not for you, did you have to kind of like hold on to like, oh, my time's coming, let me just give it to this person?
You know what? I've always been multitasking. So even while I was writing for other people, I was writing for myself. I just think that became visible to other people. Writing became visible to other people first. So I really never had to worry about the combination. I always knew that if I worked really hard, it's like, I always tell myself I have either two options. Either I'm going to move on to heaven,
right,
or be successful. So I'm not going to stop until those moments happen, unless the Lord takes me out of here before that case. So,
but the desire of being the artist, right?
Yes.
Going through the steps of giving some of your greatness to other people, in order to achieve your artistry and fame, which is nothing. I think if you're an artist, you should be working to do that. You had to do it through a way that was not giving you the same limelight, working with.
For sure.
Right? And you had to say, okay, this is fine. I'll do it this way.
Yeah. I think everyone's path is individual to them. I think the music industry, there's really no blueprint. Everybody made it in a different way. And one of the reasons why I named my project Jaguar 2 is because of that reason.
Right.
I felt very similar to the Jaguar, where they're in the jungle.
Yeah.
They're somewhere, but they're not always seen. But there's that right moment that they come out of the bushes and they pounce and they have this strong bite. So I feel like my time is coming when it's meant to come. Even though if I thought in 2009 it should have been happening for me, right when I moved to LA from Sacramento, I feel like everything happens in the right timing. And I was able to use a lot of my songwriting relationships to help my artistry. For example, I was writing and then I was asked to go on tour. So any money that I got from songwriting, I was just able to support myself as an independent artist with no management and team yet, and I was just using my talents to kind of help each other. So I feel like everything's happening the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. Is it Monet?
It's Monet. Yep. Monet.
I love that name.
Thank you.
I'm into herbs and spices and spirituality and all stuff.
Okay,
So yeah, I'm very much into that. Like I was on the whole. I met Dr. Sabi and all that stuff early 2000s.
You met him?
This is because through a phone call. Let's be clear.
Okay. I'm like, what?
Because the Lopez, when I was an intern coming up, one of the first celebrity families that I met was the Lopez family, which is Left Eye's family. So I didn't meet Left Eye because she had already passed, but I met Raina Lopez, and she was the first one to be like, yo, get on the herbs. This is what you got to do. This is where you go shopping at. This is Dr. Sabi. She also connected me with a group of women known as the African Women Healers. Oh. That are they till this day, if I ever get off track, they'll call me like, E.T., do you need da-da-da-da? And they'll send me stuff from other countries, like real sea moss, not the boo-boo.
Can we speak? Yeah. I need some
First
packages.
First of all, Dr. Sabi's daughter is has just moved back to Atlanta.
Okay.
And she has her shop here. So you can get everything that you want from Honduras or South America right now.
Oh my God.
In Atlanta, and she just moved back to Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah. So I know Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly, how you doing? Dr. Sabi's daughter. She's out here right now. So yeah, I can connect you with her. She's amazing. I had Mike Brown. David Brown, which is one of Jamie Foxx's managers. Okay. And off the air, we had some conversations that I will not reveal.
Okay.
But he wanted to connect with her.
Okay,
and so I connected them, and they've, they're cool now, and whatnot. But yeah, no problem.
I would love that.
Herbs and spices, man. Because when you came in here burning that stick, I don't know what it was.
Palo Santo.
Yeah. Say it again.
Palo Santo.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, baby. Miss Victoria Monet is here. It's crazy. now that you've reached this status, because the Jaguar one was dope. First of all, let me just say the A Friend You Can Keep record.
Oh, FUCK, yes.
I love that record.
Thank you.
When I heard this, I was like, oh my God, when are we going to become friends, baby?
Baby. That's so funny.
Just play it. But I love that record. I love your sound and your tone.
Thank you.
It's my thought that you're a type of artist that needs to be heard, because I do understand the difference between influence and biting something. And we're in a time in the last 15 years where people think if I just bite this person's style, I'll get on. Whereas, and they calling that influence now. Whereas real artists to me will be influenced by many things and then do their own style. I feel that way about you.
Wow.
So who influenced you before?
Oh, I've got many, because as you probably know, Sacramento's a very diverse city. So
all day.
The music, taste, and everything.
I'm from SoCal, but I know it's like 9 hours away. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, my favorites are Janet Jackson, Aaliyah, Sade, and Beyonce.
Yeah.
But I also like Michael Jackson. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. I love oldies but goodies. So my grandma was
That's a Cali thing now, I think. Oldies but goodies is like really a Cali thing.
Really?
I think so, because you know how you go, how you're driving, like, especially being from Southern California, you know how you're driving around and you might see like some of the essays or whatever, and they're still listening to like 70s R&B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know if it's a Cali thing only, but we tend to not look at like older people as old and they don't know.
Yeah.
We look at them like OGs and,
Right.
what did you teach us?
That's true. That's true. But my family's from the South, so I kind of almost thought it was a Southern thing.
Really?
Yeah, my family's from Mobile,
Musically.
Alabama. Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought like listening to oldies and like just because they celebrated Mardi Gras and they're in a Southern culture, so I just felt like maybe older music was like a them thing.
Really?
And then when I was in a dance community, so dancers would choreograph to older music, like Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Right.
just for like pop and breaking and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought maybe dance and Southern people like oldies, but maybe it's just an American thing because it's really good music.
Yeah.
It's really good. Motown had the hits. So.
What's been the biggest lesson you had to learn so far, good or bad, in this industry?
Patience. It's really patience. It's
I hate
basically a
patience.
hurry up. I know, it's really hard.
I cannot stand
Everything in the world right now is based on instant gratification. We got Instagram, Instacart, like give it to me now in the microwave, 1 minute cup of noodle. You know what I mean? Everything is built so that we have it fast. So it's really a hard lesson to learn patience.
No, I understand that, because sometimes patience will get in the way of something, and then you might veer off to the wrong side of something, and you'll never get to that level of what you need to do because you ran out of patience.
Yeah.
But you know what I've learned? You're not going to like this.
Uh-oh.
I think patience is for poor people. Have you ever seen the definition of patience?
No.
It's not a good definition.
What is it? Tell me.
It's not good.
Really?
So you should go look it up for yourself, because I don't want to sit here. But really, to me, patience is when a doctor's practicing on you, you're a patient. That means they're trying things out on you.
Yeah.
And you're told to wait. You ever notice when successful people are really doing something, they think of it today, they're working on it in this week, and they're making money on it the next week? That's not patience. That's discipline.
Okay. I could see that.
In my mind.
No, it makes sense. I guess I don't view patience as sitting and waiting patiently, twiddling your thumbs. It's
Yeah,
just
like, I'm just being patient. My time's coming.
No. It's putting the seeds down and
That's
watering
discipline
it.
to me.
That's true.
I think that's just discipline. I don't know why we're having this conversation. I think this is like more of a conversation than an interview.
No, I love it. I'd rather have a conversation.
Okay, let's talk about the music and the Grammys and stuff that you've worked with other artists.
Sure.
Okay, your list of artists you've worked with, just name some of them.
Chris Brown, Jhené Aiko, Ariana Grande, Chloe and Halle, Machine Gun Kelly, Diddy, Coco Jones.
Yeah.
She was
up here. We had a great interview.
She's amazing.
Isn't she talented?
I love her.
Tennessee to California. Super tall, statuesque woman, right?
Very.
Yeah.
I was on the red carpet with her like, dang!
Yeah, I was like,
and I had heels on too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
total.
girl.
And I'm a dwidget, so it's like, everyone's taller than me anyway. Yeah, I'm a little like a dwarf midget mix.
But when you have hair, you're even more powerful. So the height don't matter.
Well, that's that. You know what? We're gonna have this like spiritual conversation, and we're trying to have an interview. And first of all, just her right here, she watched me grow up.
I love her so much.
In the industry. Like, I've watched her through different hairstyles.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is like, she remembers when I was like a little skinny. I used to wear these little rocker things because I was like in the hip hop dancing. I moved from LA and came out here and had my skater hip hop look going
Love
on.
it.
And
Cali.
everything that's popular now, when I first got to Atlanta,
Right.
I was like, they were like, who is this weird kid?
Wait, but Lil Wayne was kind of on
But
it,
trust me, she'll tell you. Wasn't I rocking that before? I'm telling you. Yeah, she'll be like, this. I was the weirdo, but now it's like, oh, it's normal.
Right.
And walk around with a big clean jug of water, and yeah, I was on that. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm just happy to have you up here because when I was listening to some of your music and the way you bring, I feel like the spirituality comes through it when you sing.
You.
Like you
Thank
sing
you.
from a perspective of like, I mean these words.
I do.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like maybe it's easier to do that because I'm writing them. So they're coming from my heart, soul, brain. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that that's coming across because I really do, mean what I sing. And I like to have fun with it as well. So some of the lyrics and combining this, the sonics of like early 70s and classics because I love horns and string arrangements and live music. But then when you listen to the top line, it's very much like today and giving like fun and double entendres and just like witty, fun stuff. So.
You have a tour coming. Is it September in Atlanta?
I'll be here in September.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so excited. Is it the 19th? Yeah. So I cannot wait. I know people are cussing me out on Twitter already because they're like, do another show because the entire tour is sold out in minutes.
Yeah.
And
that's the difference between having actual fans and having viewers.
Okay.
Because
bars.
streaming farms have kind of like ruined the game of the value of going gold and platinum because there's so much gold and platinum now of artists you've never really heard of. It's like, are they really? It's streaming farm. But then when you have someone like you who has an actual fan base and people actually want to see them, they come out for you.
It's really sweet. I feel so loved and happy and affirmed. And I'm glad that it took this long because imagine I had a sold out tour before I was ready, like before I got
right there. I got this for you. How about this? Your saddest moment when you thought it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
When was that?
Oof, I've had a couple of those. Right. My first one, I think, my first heartbreak in the music industry was being signed to Motown when I first moved and then getting dropped. There was like a label head switch and then they dropped all the artists that the other person had signed. And I had told my family, I'm signed to Motown. You share the news and then you have to untell them.
Yeah.
So it was pretty sad. And my family was, of course, being loving and offering me to come back home. But you just don't want to do that. So I kind of had to hide how broke I was and how much I was struggling from my family so that they didn't physically come get me and bring me back home. But I was like, singing in front of In-N-Out with the little cup, just trying to just survive and leaning on songwriting, trying to figure out how to vocal produce so I can get instant money because songwriters don't get paid really all that great. So just all of these things trying to culminate success and find my way through LA and Hollywood. So that one was really heartbreaking, but hey, look at me with RCA now, you know what I'm saying?
Put your hand
Much
down.
better.
She over here fist pumping the
Where
air.
I'm supposed to be, okay.
Life definitely takes its curves. What's the first lesson God said to you?
It was really just to keep going. And the fact is that I really love this. And so there really wasn't, it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard because it's like, whether or not I'm getting paid, it's really something that I love to actually do. So it's like, it would be a hobby regardless. So I just kept doing it.
Family and relationships, how does that incorporate into your life?
Oh, I have to take my schedule very seriously. My team has really helped me over the past year or so because I have a 2.5-year-old.
Right.
Trying to manage being a new mom, adjusting to new body hormones, a new lifestyle, and then also trying to maintain a successful career and keep climbing. It really takes a team. It takes a village. On the family side, because my mom's at home helping with the baby right now, and on the business side for a team to understand that family also matters, even though, we're all trying to build a successful career, a successful family, and successful happiness matters as well. So it really takes a village.
Yeah. So now that you got all this going on, Jaguar 2 and everything else, like, are we excited here for this?
I'm super excited. It's almost time to come out. It comes out August 25th, and you could pre-order it right now, so you don't have to wait on it. But it's just like, it feels like it's tomorrow, because I guess in music industry terms, it's like, kind of is tomorrow. August 25th is really not that far away. Tour starts shortly after that. So I'm floating.
I got one last question for you.
Yeah.
Most either funniest, frustrating, or embarrassment moment of working with an artist without saying who it is, because I don't want to air it out, but something you like, just, it was terrible, you hated it. Can you describe the situation without saying the artist name? I don't want to know who they are.
Well, the first thing that I thought of is, I don't know if it's actually aligns with what you're asking me, but the first thing that came to my mind was this one situation where I was dating someone in the music industry, and we used to produce and you know, do songwriting together, and I had to I was working with LaShawn Daniels at the time, and we had to do ad-libs to one of the songs, and he was messing up. The boyfriend was messing up. So I just remember the ad-libs that I was doing. It was just funny what I ended up ad-libbing. But yeah.
All right, so let's get to the single, because I was gonna be like, I ain't gonna cap. I was gonna like kind of end it right there, but you know, the single, On My Mama.
Yes.
You love that? We love it.
It's amazing. I feel like, On My Mama to me has become kind of a positive affirmation song. I wrote it when
First of all, you
daughter
turned like a trap record into like a dance, like On My Mama. You turned that into like a lovey song. I was like, how did you like to even hear that to go, you know what? I've got an idea for this. Let's make it sexual. Wait, what?
Well, I feel like feeling good is sexy.
Yeah.
And thinking self-confidence is sexy. So I think even though maybe that wasn't Charlie Boy's original intention, I think it come across that way in the original too. Like, you look in the mirror and you put on what you put on, and you like, hey, God dog, I look good.
Right.
And it just carries you throughout the day, and it changes your mentality of how you talk to other people and how people talk to you, and the energy that you carry into every room. So that song really helped me through my postpartum. So I wrote it when my daughter was about 8 weeks old, and I was still going through in the thick of it. So I'm happy to have it out in the world now. I've got a music video to it coming soon.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Lots of dancing in there.
Yes.
Choreographed by Sean Bankhead. He's in Atlanta right now.
And salute to you too, because I heard that. What did Prince say in that interview? It was like, my mic is on.
My mic is on. Prince, like, did you?
When he performed, he's like, I'm a artist. My mic is
like
on.
That. Jill Scott says that too. I just went to see her. Maybe it was a couple weeks ago, and she was just talking about. She was like, "Ain't no ABCD auto-tune." Da, 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 da.
Right.
I am not that way. I'm like, every other instrument on that track is auto-tune. Put some auto-tune on me too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not ashamed. I like a little tune. Okay, tune and reverb me, please. But I do look up to people like Prince and Beyonce, like really, like great artists who put on a show.
Everyone's got when the term artist is not only for one thing.
That's facts.
It's for multitude of what's done. Some people, what I do in my career is considered an art form.
Yeah,
in interviewing,
absolutely.
the way I sound on a mic.
Yep.
Hosting parties, getting energy out of people that I just meet for the first time.
Yeah.
Some people consider that an art podcast, whatever. So it's not pigeonholed to one thing, and that's your way of your art.
Yes, thank you for that.
Isn't that great? I'm nice
that.
now.
Gave me some flowers.
You know what I'm talking about. Man, you guys keep it right here. The beautiful Miss Victoria Monet. It's September 19th is the tour.
Yeah. Well, I kick it off on the 6th, but I'm here on the 19th.
You're here on the 19th.
Yes.
Okay.
In Atlanta.
Jaguar 2, amazing. The single's out. You can pre-order Jaguar 2 right now. And it comes with a lock of her old weave. You guys are going to love it. And I got you guys covered. And it comes with one of her burning herb spices.
Oh, my Palo Santo.
Yeah, whatever that thing is. Keep it right here.